Today I am thrilled to have you join me as we create a mouth-watering dish that shows just how easy it is to whip up something special using simple ingredients. To boiling water, you're going to add the pasta of your choice and cook according to package instructions. Then put in a bowl and set aside. Okay, so now once the pasta is done, you are going to reserve 1 cup of pasta liquid. So when your pasta is done, you're going to drain it and you're going to put it in a bowl. Then you're going to drizzle it with a little bit of oil, whether you want to use avocado oil, neutral oil, canola oil, olive oil, whichever oil you want to use. So about 2 tablespoons of oil, and then toss it. And the oil is just to prevent the pasta from sticking, so when you put it in the pan later, it's not one giant clump of pasta. Okay, so now we are going to crisp up our bacon. We're going to put it into this high heat pan, and you don't want to add any oil to this because bacon already has a lot of fat on it, and we're going to render that off, make it really crispy. So you're going to add it to your pan. You want to hear that sizzle right there. Stir it around, evenly distribute it. Just let it sit and render out. Now once your bacon is nice and crispy, you're going to remove it from your pan and put it in a bowl. And you're going to set this bowl to the side. After we reserved our bacon, we had a little bit of residue, that bacon fat left over in the pan. Now this is totally optional, but since fat is flavor and flavor is a very important thing in your food, I went ahead and reserved about a half a teaspoon of bacon fat, and I drained the rest. So in a bowl here, I've cracked 4 eggs, and now I'm just going to beat them. And at the same time, I'm going to add about a cup of Parmesan cheese. Now this is going to make it very thick. You scrape down the sides of your bowl. Now, as I'm stirring this, the pasta liquid that we reserved before, I'm going to add this in slowly. Now this, because the pasta liquid has starch in it, is going to make it very thick. So when you're adding a hot liquid to eggs, you want to stir while adding the hot liquid slowly, because that is tempering. And if you add it too fast or you're not stirring enough, your eggs will scramble, and you do not want them to scramble. So now to our medium heat pan, we're going to add in that bacon fat that we reserved before. So I'm using 2 cans of drained peas. You can use fresh peas because fresh tastes better, and that is totally preferred, but whatever you have, it works. You can add that to the pan. Now you're just going to stir those so the peas are nice and hot and coated with the bacon fat. From our pound of cooked pasta, we're going to add half of that. So you're going to add 8 ounces to this, roughly, and you're going to toss and coat everything. We're going to add in our egg mixture. Then you're going to toss and stir constantly until your pasta starts to thicken. So you don't want your heat too high or too low. You want it just right so your eggs will cook and thicken your pasta correctly. When you pick up your pasta and you see steam rolling off of it, it's pretty much done. So you can see that all that steam coming off of it, ours is done. So we're going to stop the heat. Now we're going to add in our bacon. We're going to toss that and combine everything. So if you're like me, you're going to add a garnish of minced parsley and a little bit more Parmesan cheese on top. And there you go. A quick, simple pea and bacon carbonara. Enjoy. Canola oil, olive oil, whichever oil you want to use. Just toss it and try not to make a mess. And oh, I'm supposed to use the tongs.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do that again.